Speaking of...
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Zombies!
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection.
Look, she's pre-rendered and everything.
But it will soon putrefy and she will turn into a zombie within the hour like all the others.
All the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer.
Look at the way her head snaps. Please. Like that. Like, what the fuck?
I'd really like to be alone now.
Like, it's PS1 era graphics and models, so they have to do that Power Ranger thing of just moving their head up and down to show that they're talking.
Please. I'd really like to be alone now.
But even from Claire's body language during that scene, you can tell she's like, what? Like, fuck, you're a fucking freak, dude! What is this fucking psycho? I'm doing a lot with very little. Again, one of those things I'm like, ooh, how are they? A stuffed animal. One of those things I'm like, ooh, I wonder how they're gonna do that with the remake, too. Oh, it's dark. What's going on? Oh, it's all dark in here. I can't see anything. I can't touch anything. What's going on? Oh, watch this. I'm just gonna shove my balls on everything in here because I can't see it. Okay, I guess nothing's there. Oh, it was Sherry the whole time. She was the one I was rubbing my balls on.
Wait. Let me go! Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now.
Oh, you're not a zombie.
Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
They're dead, okay? Can I go now?
Then, what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
What an irresponsible parent.
I'd say she was probably right, but it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
I'm sure she'll be fine. Just like the urgency. No, wait! Oh, hey, treasure chest. Let's go open this shit. Let's go read the secretary's diary, where she says, oh shit, the chief is a fucking crazy person, and he's probably gonna fucking kill me. I like that. Like, there's a power for Itchy Tasty, but there's also a power to an extra page flip to nothing. That I better. Oh shit, my life's in danger. I better be careful. Flip the page, empty. They didn't have to do that. That last page where she said, I better be careful, was the last page. So you just go to exit, but then no. They put the extra sense of mind to have that empty page. And that actually communicates a lot. I feel like Resident Evil doesn't get enough credit for, like, its genuinely well thought out moments like that. Like, to this day, like, Itchy Tasty's famous out of context because the line for Itchy Tasty is funny out of context. But in context with that journal, that's a terrifying fucking journal. Chief? That's a great body horror journal where it describes a person slowly decomposing under the influence of a zombie virus. Like, dripping their body apart from the inside out, you know? Like, there's a page in there where it's like, oh, I just ripped a big chunk of skin off of my back. You know, like, damn. And then that journal where it's like the extra empty page. You know, there's a lot, like, again, these games kind of don't get enough credit for what they do manage to accomplish in terms of their storytelling, because Resident Evil does have that reputation around it of having a weird, big, dumb, convoluted, silly story. Because that's sort of what gets... Which one do I need? I believe I need this. And I believe I need this. I don't quite remember. No. I do not need the lighter yet. I'll need the lighter shortly. I do need the cord, though. I'll take the cord. It'll be faster to go this way. Because, like, the reputation is, oh, it's a big, dumb, complicated story of, like, oh, look at this goofy, weird conspiracy theory with Umbrella doing all this wacky shit and all those kooky twins from Code Veronica ripping ants in half and shit, and Wesker's weird plan to inject himself with the virus, and who the fuck is spent, look at this big dumb mansion filled with dumb key puzzles and whatnot, and the bloody blue, right? That's the pop cultural jokey meme perspective of the series. And I feel like it does make sense why that is the perspective. One door! One door that key opened. That's great. But when you actually, like, act like... That's another thing that's weird, like, playing these games as an adult now, after, like... Here's what we need the cable for, because as you can see, all these windows are fucking broken as shit. So we just gotta plug this cable in, and it closes the shutter. Isn't that cool? There's another place we could have used the cable to close the shutter earlier, but we're never, ever, ever, ever going back to that area, ever, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's just dogs down here, but I could be doing better with my ammo. But they're just dogs, so it'll be fine. Come on. But when you actually, like, play the games, what's the narrative of the Resident Evil games? You're trapped in the haunted mansion, try to escape the mansion. Right? All of that extra stuff about, like, the Umbrella Company conspiracy and all that, that's lore. That's stuff you discover as you play through the game. The actual through line, like, conflict of the story is you are trapped in this place. The place has zombies. Escape the place. Ah, shit. Escape the place filled with zombies. And that's it. Like, they aren't as you explore the Spencer estate, looking for an escape route, you do uncover all of this information about all of the evil experiments that Umbrella's doing, but that's optional stuff in, like, files that you can find throughout the game, and implied in cutscenes, and, like, the only story is you're trapped, find a way to escape, oh, you got betrayed, oh, plot twist, there was a betrayal, one of your guys on your team was betraying you guys. And what's the story of this game? Claire is looking for her brother. Oh, her brother's gone. Just get out of the city. That's it. That's the entire story. Get out of the city. Get out of the Haunted Mansion. Okay, if I remember correctly, there's like a really easy way to do this. It's like up, up, down, down, up, something like that. Okay, yeah. Up, up, down, okay. All that does is open the armory, which we can't get into right now. But there is a good reason that we want to have that door unlocked, even though it is completely optional. There's like 2 hurdles of optionalism, of whether or not you want to actually go in this door or not. We need a key card in order to open it. And this way leads down to a parking garage, which Claire has literally 0 reason to ever go in. Claire never, ever, ever needs to go into that room, ever. Okay. Like, the story of the games is you're trapped in a place that got zombies, get out of the place filled with zombies. But the thing that survives and gets talked about in terms of the pop cultural zeitgeist is the big, convoluted, dumb plot of all of the Umbrella conspiracy and all of the shenanigans of that nature. Because, like, it's easy to play these games kind of all in a row today. It's easy to play just every game in sequence, one after another, today, and get a different sort of perspective of, like, all that being secondary. But when these games were first coming out, over the course of years, and you only had one game to like occupy your attention until the release of the next game, that's what got talked about. That's what got spread. That's what got perpetuated in the public consciousness.
Sherry, I've been looking everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
No!
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name. Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
No, look at her hold her hand out.
Don't go alone.
All impotently.
Sherry!
Ah, fuck you, Claire. Look at Sherry. She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. Fuck you, Claire. I'm gonna fucking make for myself here. That's kind of a running theme with Sherry, is she don't give a fuck. She gonna do what she gonna do. See what Sherry has. She has a first aid kit just in case, and she has a picture taken fairly recently. But what's not actually said is this picture, she's not just carrying a picture with her, this picture is inside her locket, which you can see on her character model in the cutscene earlier. Not now, but earlier. Oh god, fucking dogs. No. No! I'm running so slowly! Is you could see a locket hanging around her neck, and the locket is what has the picture in it. Yeah, peep these crate pushing puzzles. That's a weird sentence for some reason. Look at how she jumps down from the ledge here. Oh shit! I would like sit off the edge and push off, you know? These massive crates. First things first, watch this. Watch the animation of her getting up on top of the crate. Yeah, getting on top of the crates. Yeah, look at me getting on top of crates. But then get on the top of the crate again. The second try there. That's so funny. You play as Sherry for such a short sequence. And apparently she's strong enough to push these massive fucking crates that even I would have difficulty fucking pushing. But they put the extra effort in to have variations in the animation of her climbing on top of the ledges. Sometimes she'll get up on the ledge, no problem. Sometimes, like, she'll, like, have a little bit of trouble with it. Like, that's so fun. That they actually, like, had the sense of mind to have two variations to the animation of her getting on top of the crate. What the fuck is Sherry dressed in anyway? She's like in some kind of like sailor uniform. Again, American culture through the Japanese lens of depiction. Yeah. Yeah. She did it. 3 in a row. Good job, Sherry. So, like, and that you see that a lot with any series. You see that a lot with Sonic also, is the lull between game releases is where the fandom pop cultural perception of the game's conventions come from. Like, you have the stereotype of Resident Evil story being all big, dumb, overly complex, and convoluted, because that is what people talked about during the lull waiting for new games. They would discuss the big, dumb, long, convoluted plot, because that is what there was to talk about. Like, there's not, like, you're not going to talk about the game mechanics, or, like, the atmosphere and mood and all that. Yay! Grenade rounds. Go ahead and get that, because we are running a little low on grenade rounds. Oh, we have those acid rounds. We actually have, like, 18 grenade rounds between all 3 of them, but never, like, can't have too much. Oh, these fucking dogs. No, get away from me! Ah, they run faster than she can! It's bullshit! No! No! And you see that with Sonic too, with the stereotypes that get perpetuated about Sonic, because in between game releases, that's what people have to talk about.
Claire! Are you there?
Sherry, are you okay?
She was just waiting
Find your
there
dad.
all that time, staring at that grate.
Yes, I'm okay. But I couldn't find him. But I did find something else for you. Here.
Toss the
Here's
key,
another.
and then also the grenades. And if you didn't pick up the grenades, she wouldn't toss those.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Claire! I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back.
Sherry!
Sherry!
Sherry! Oh well, she'll be fine. It's not my problem. Thanks for the grenades, kid! Once again, all these scenes of Claire holding her hand up. Sherry! Ah, whatever. Fuck you. I'm gonna go ahead and save, because sometimes I have bad luck with the upcoming sequence of what's about to happen. Plus, I'll go ahead and dump these flame rounds real quick, too. So that's why it's like, it can be kind of weird going into a long-running franchise that does have all of these perpetuated, like, cultural zeitgeist memes going around about it. And then like, having been exposed to all those memes and whatnot throughout the years, then you actually sit down and play it yourself and you're like, what the fuck were people talking about? That's sort of the feeling that I got when, like, I played this game for the first time, where I was like, whoa, like, you know, it actually has some chops in terms of the, like, atmosphere and conveyance and the story that gets told and the way it gets told, where it's, fuck you guys! Ugh. Fuck, no! They're standing in front of the door. Where the way it gets told of, you're just trying to survive, and naturally through your attempts to escape the situation, you, through your own gumption as a player, uncover all of these clues. And, like, there's that integration between the story, the protagonist, and the player, where the protagonist is learning the plot at the same time that you, the player, are learning the plot by finding all these, spooky, all these files and whatnot. Like, they know just as much about the plot as you do going in, and then through getting through this situation, they're learning about the truth of what's going on, just naturally through their exploration of trying to find a way out. Like, the games aren't about the big, dumb, convoluted conspiracy, it's about just trying to survive and get out. Come on. There we go. Yeah, sometimes those liquors and that room full of zombies, the autopsy room there, sometimes that can fuck me up a little bit. I always hate those doors where it's like, they're not gonna automatically use the key when you check the door, you have to go into your inventory. That can fuck you up from time to time. And like, the key's gone, which is pretty funny. Booyah, check out all this free bullets. I don't think these are affected, but there is a cool feature here where with the zapping system, which is the system where in one playthrough you're playing as Claire and then you gotta play through the game again as Leon to get the full story. Like, some things are continuity breaking and it's like, what? Like, they both have to put out the fire? They both have to collect all these keys? But there is there is a couple of circumstances where if one character collects something, it won't be there for the other character. So this is one of those things. Where Claire, the item that Claire doesn't take, will be there for Leon to pick up in his game. And if you don't take both, Leon will be able to take both. And if you take both, neither will be there for Leon. You can go ahead and just take both if you feel like it. And since Leon has to deal with running around collecting small keys, I'm going to leave him the side pack. And the machine gun has limited use, actually. This isn't a good machine gun. But since Leon gets so many kick-ass weapons in his playthrough, and comparatively, Claire really only gets the grenade launcher. The crossbow fucking sucks, and her pistol's not great. Whereas Leon gets an upgrade to his pistol. His pistol starts out with more carrying capacity with its bullets. He gets a shotgun, an upgraded shotgun. He gets a magnum, an upgraded magnum. Like, Leon fucking gets decked out. Claire, all she has is a bunch of grenades with different varying types of grenades. So I feel like her getting the machine gun helps even things out a little bit, even if it's not a great machine gun. It's pretty good on like regular zombies and the occasional licker. And since I think there's like you either never get any more ammo for this, or like there's one place in the entire game that has an extra magazine for it, and that's it. It reminds me of the gun that they had in Pulp Fiction, actually. Remember the scene where... Ah, shit. Pulp Fiction is like my favorite movie. The scene where Butch kills Vincent Vega because like Vincent's in the bathroom and he just left his gun there, and Butch just picks up the gun, waits for him to come out, and just fucking blasts him. It looks like that kind of gun where it's like kind of an Uzi, kind of not. And then this whole note is just setting up the chess puzzle, which Claire doesn't even do. Like, the chess items are purely for fucking Leon. Claire doesn't even... So it's weird that it's even in Claire's campaign, because it's setting up for something and explaining something. He's always scratching himself. Does he have some sort of skin disease, or is he just rude? Like, how is scratching yourself rude, unless he's, like, scratching his ball sack or something, right? So this is like pretty funny, because it's like the other side of Forty Tasty is a healthy guy is unknowingly watching a person start to decompose because he got infected by the T-virus zombie. And he got slowly infected. So that is setting up the suggestion that the outbreak started in the sewers. Because the first guy who starts getting infected by the T-virus was a guy who works in the sewers, and he plays chess with some guy in the police department, and it start like oh shit. Like, it just slowly starts to spread, you know? Shit. Fucking... Resident Evil fucking 0 with your ability to drop items. And make a quick stop. Oh, I thought that was funny. You know how I made the joke of... Oh, actually... No, I need the lighter anyway, so I might as well make a stop. I made the joke of how if you're a female character in Resident Evil, you get a lockpick. That's actually not true, because Resident Evil 0 sucked, but it did a lot of weird things. Like, in that game, the female character you played as was Rebecca. Man, I didn't even bring up Resident Evil 0 when I was talking about the series overview earlier about the voice actors. The female character in that game was Rebecca, and again, male character and female character, you played as both of them. You played... Oh, shit. You played as Rebecca and Billy running around the place at the same time, and you played as both of them working together, which was a pretty fun little twist on the convention. And I could totally see them like doing kind of a reimagining of the original Resident Evil, where it's Jill and Chris working with the same I complain about the shitty co-op features that feel forced in. I'm gonna go ahead and put the grenade launcher away for now. That feel forced in the newer games, but I mean, there's always kind of been a little bit of justification for it. You could have had a version of the original Resident Evil where it's Chris and Jill running around the Spencer estate together, and you can play a co-op. I mean, hell, that's sort of a little bit what they did in Resident Evil 5, where there was a whole chapter of that game where you're running around a recreation of the Spencer estate. and it's Chris and Jill, and they're running around the mansion from RE1 doing co-op actions and whatnot. So there's always been a little bit of justification for it. But anyway, the point I'm trying to talk about is Rebecca don't get no lockpick. What she gets is a mixing set so that she can mix herbs, which was so dumb and weird. Like, the suggestion was that Billy doesn't know how to mix herbs. Rebecca does, so only Rebecca can mix herbs. And it's like, that says two really stupid things about the series. It says, like, what did Rebecca... That's her special skill? Rebecca got hired because she can mix herbs? Fucking Sherry Birkin can mix herbs. If you're playing as Sherry and you find herbs, you can mix them together. Like, anyone in the fucking universe of Resident Evil can mix herbs. Who fucking gives a shit? That's not a special... There's this great joke in, like, a Let's Play of Resident Evil 0 where Wesker and Birkin are talking to each other, and Birkin's like, why the fuck did you hire Rebecca? And Wesker's like, because she can mix herbs. And Birkin's like, my 12-year-old daughter can mix herbs! It just fucking cracked me up. Oh, wrong door. See, I get turned around a lot. I do not know this game like the back of my hand.